With this video, I want to show you some of the most super rare Batman items outside of comics. You're seeing the 1966 Ideal Store Display stand-up for the equipment set. This is variation that was allegedly found to be a fake that was offered on eBay over 2 years ago. It lists on this paper he's holding there of some of the items you could get from Ideal, and this was a hand-painted prototype, and it was advertising this toy. So this is another one of the more rare Batman items, the 1966 Ideal Batman equipment set. There it is in its large, solid box. It is the utility belt and helmet and cape combined. An example was found in the UK and was featured on the first episode of Toy Hunter on the Travel Channel back in 2012. In a huge box. That's the box back. What a spectacular piece. I mean, it really doesn't really get much better than this. There you're seeing the side panels there. There's probably, I was only able to account for about 6 or 7 of these in existence. That is actually how rare it is. And I've seen these hit 20,000 years ago. And of course that is the window box for the utility belt, but there's at least 60 of these boxes floating out there. Now here we have the 1966 Ideal Batman and Justice League of America playset. And there's really only a handful of these that I know of that are 100% complete, maybe not even 100% complete, because it came with so many components, not just those yellow plastic nondescript parts that are not marked, they're not dated, they have no copyright information. That is the Batplane launcher, the Bat computer console, the periscope, weather vane, the 2 doors for the sanctuary, the lock for those doors. You have the doorway bridge, the headrest for the Batplane. There's so many tiny pieces to this magnificent set. And there's the Wonder Woman's Ring of Fire, that's rare. An original box, isn't that easy to come across? After this piece, it all drizzles down. And here you're seeing a super rare instruction sheet variation, not the normal smaller one. And this is extremely rare because there was only 44 of these produced in 1995. It is Scooter's reproduction of the 1966 Ideal Batman playset. The red box lid was like a flimsy cake box. There you see all the reproduction components, slightly off in color, which I love. I really love that piece. Here's another one, another 1966. This is the Tudor Rose UK exclusive Batcopter, much like the Irwin Bat Chopper in black, but only in this bright fire engine red in the box, sealed. This was over $20,000 through Heritage Auctions. Love that side panel. This is the vintage 1966 UK exclusive Jumbo Bendy bendable figure in box, stupid rare. And another worth mentioning is this vintage 1960s Yonezawa convertible red sedan, which is very plain, but super rare and incredibly valuable. And how about this one, the 1966 Remco Batman working Batmobile dashboard. There it is in its proper color scheme of black and yellow. There's always issues with parts missing for this piece, whether it's the key or the knobs. And this is the incredibly rare yellow variant made after the 1958 Firebird 99. And this, the 1966 Pressman Batman and Villains molding miniatures in box, featuring the Joker, the Penguin, and the Riddler. These are really tough. You do not see these turn up often. It's one of the more rare Pressman pieces. And here we have a much more rare Batman ice milk bars. These vanilla ice cream bars box. Wow, from '66, really rare. In fact, I only seen one. And speaking of ice, is this 1966 Embry Pix-a-Go-Go, Mr. Freeze, the Inhuman Icicle. This is actually the toughest Pix-a-Go-Go. You're seeing another example. I actually really love the Pix-a-Go-Gos a lot, especially these boxed versions. And here we have this one, the Catwoman, Catty Cornered. I love that green, and I love that graphic of Catwoman. She's really tough. These really are among some of my favorite vintage Batman toys. So Mr. Freeze and Catwoman are the rarest Pix-a-Go-Gos. And here we have this vintage 1960s Japanese Batman tin robot in box by Bandai. I mean, this is a $50,000 piece with a very Adam West head. And here we have the 1960s Remco Batphone walkie-talkie. This came to a set, never issued in a graphic box. These were mail-away exclusives from Sears. And even more rare is this vintage 60s unauthorized Batphone toy made in Hong Kong. I really love how bright the red is. It almost looks like it has a light source. I've only seen 2 examples. Hit on my ears. And here's a super rare one, this vintage 1975 Parami pencil box or pencil case with magnetic snap closure with exclusive graphics you won't find anywhere of all 4 of these characters. I love that light blue side and that pale yellow with stars. And here we have a 1978 Remco Batman utility belt set in the black box. This one's way more rare than the 1976 or the 1979 Remco Batman utility belt. They reissued the 76 and 77. They just redated the same box. And here we have this vintage 70s Ludi Disfraz Robin Ben Cooper style Halloween costume in box. Ben Cooper never gave us a Robin, incredibly. This is from Argentina. It's really sweet to see this. These are super rare. And here is Batgirl. She's equally rare. Different from all the other Ben Cooper masks. And look at that, she has spats. Batichica. This is extremely rare, a prototype Batgirl Ben Cooper / Remco style utility belt costume set. Mask and cape with utility belt, handcuffs, walkie-talkies, and this bat-shaped cape, unlike anything Ben Cooper ever produced, from 1979. And here we have this baby doll. I always referenced him as Batmite, and I've had mine for decades. It is US made, and it is definitely vintage. It's over a foot tall, and it is a baby doll, or a Bat Kid. This is mine, I love that example. And here we have a 1978 Ahi Bat Glider, this Bat plane on card, super rare, attack jet with parachute escape. And here the 1978 Fruit of the Loom Underoos of Catwoman. Wow. Incredibly rare. Not quite as rare, but here we have the 1978 Robin Underoos. I had these as a kid, I still have them. Love that piece. There they are loose. These remind me of the days of feeling carefree as a kid. And how about this? The 1979 Mego Elastic Batman stretch figure. This piece didn't survive. It would get stabbed, and then it would leak that corn syrupy jelly, or it would harden like a rock, and parents might toss it. But this is super rare. Maybe Mego collectors wouldn't admit it because they're hung up on package variants. But here we have another really rare one. This 1992 Batman Returns Michael Keaton White Chocolate Taffy. Try to find one of these that survived that looks even this good. And here's another one that is really tough. 1997 Warner Brothers Studio Store Gallery 8-inch Poison Ivy porcelain statue for Batman the Animated Series. Only 2,500 produced. They're numbered at the base. And there's Harley Quinn to match with her diamond base. These were very delicate and could sometimes have a crack-a-lure effect because I seen the Riddler like that. There she's holding a bomb behind her back. These were $187 with taxes back then. And this one from France, it was recalled, a Bruce Timm designed animated series statue. It was deemed too sexual. Very, very rare.